Hello, West Ham Network. It's Holly, and I'm here with your Hammers headlines for today, Wednesday, the 14th of May, run in association with KUMB.com. Now, today we are going to be chatting about Dan Ashworth's next move, Potts being prioritised over Irving, and a centre back target that could still be on track to join us. Let's take a look, shall we? So, up first, it is official that Dan Ashworth will not be joining us at West Ham as Director of Football because he's now been announced as the FA's Head of Elite Men's and Women's Development. So, the rumours were that he could be coming to East London. We knew that he'd worked with Potter closely at Brighton, and it was thought that he could come in to almost be the missing puzzle piece to Potter's dream team. Now, the interesting part is that a Director of Football doesn't just do what Steidten was doing, which was mainly running transfers. They have a lot more responsibilities than this. They oversee a lot more, and they essentially take a little bit of what the owners do and they do it themselves instead. And that is what Ashworth is going on to do. So his new role is going to include overseeing the next stage of refurbishing St George's Park, as well as overseeing the development of homegrown coaches. And he's still going to be working alongside a technical director at the FA. So they're separate roles. And he's not coming to West Ham now. So to give you an overview of the experience, as a little reminder of what Dan Ashworth had been doing. He was at Brighton, then he went to Newcastle, and then he most recently became Manchester United sporting director, but he left after just 5 months. He was keen to not pursue Amorim, as I remember, as head coach. And then when Amorim was hired, because everyone went over his head, him and the club announced a mutual breakup with a long spell of gardening leave, which is an interesting one because no one really gets hired and then mutually agrees to leave. So there must have been some big old disagreements in terms of the head coach that was chosen. And other than that, between 2012 and 2018, he was in charge of the England elite men's and women's teams, plus FA training and education. So yes, Dan Ashworth has gone off to the FA. He won't be coming to West Ham. His next career move has been revealed. And that finalises it. But the question I have for you today is, do you think we've missed out? So let us know down below in that comment section. Now, for your second story, we have got an update when it comes to Potts and Irving's roles in the club over the coming season. So, first of all, it's believed that there's no interest as it stands in Andy Irving from other clubs, with Claret and Hughes training ground source saying that he is likely to drop down the pecking order further with the return of Freddie Potts after his successful loan spell at Portsmouth. And then to back this up further, a London Stadium source added that, what did they say? They said, the manager is looking forward to Potts coming back next season. There is no immediate transfer interest in Irving. So this could spell a difficult patch for Andy Irving, who's now no doubt going to want to prove himself. There is one thing that we know, though, and that's he's passionate about the club. He's previously spoken about how much he loves West Ham, how much he feels at home, how great he thinks the fans are. But it looks as though currently his future sees him remain at West Ham rather than elsewhere, as there's nobody coming in to poach him. And Freddie Potts is going to be aiming to impress and get a chance to show what he can do after doing so well out on loan. So I'm sure that he'll be delighted that he's potentially in Potter's plans moving forward. That's going to be a very interesting one to see how it unfolds in the coming weeks and months and seasons. And for your final story, £17 million Kevin Lomonaco could be a target still to come to West Ham, despite having signed a new contract with Independiente until December 2028. So the 23-year-old recently tied himself into a long-term deal, but while ESPN suggests that he is there to stay, other publications are saying otherwise. So Avalanda Hoy, probably absolutely butchering the name of this publication, has reported that the club's plan is still to cash in, meaning that the long-term deal may have been more of a strategy to increase his value should the Premier League club come knocking. The most interesting bit, the player could be excited about the move as well, because when he was asked about his favourite football team, he said, I really like the Premier League. It's what I watch most. An English team, I like West Ham. Of course you do. We all like West Ham, Kevin. So he likes West Ham, and we apparently like him. But could this be a good match? Because we're not the only club keeping an eye on him. We've got Sevilla, Wolfsburg, and Palace, just some of the names that are said to have been tracking him at points. He looks like he could be a good deal. He's not too expensive. Centre-back wise, we could obviously do a strengthening that at some point. He's 6'4". He's very physical. He's good with both feet. He can also be a ball-playing centre-back. So this could be a good fit to help us progress in our attack, bring a bit of other players into the business. And yeah, just bring us a little bit of strength. But would you like to see us sign Kevin Lomonaco? That is my question. So let us know down below in that comment section. So there you have it. Those have been your Hammers headlines for today. As always, please get involved in that comment section. And of course, let us know your thoughts on today's stories. I'm going to reply to some of your comments and getting involved too down in there. Hit that thumbs up button as well, please, if you haven't already, because it goes a long way to supporting the channel. And if you're new around here, we would love it if you'd subscribe so you never have to miss an update. And I can get to chat and bore you every single day forevermore. But have a great day. Enjoy that sunshine. And yeah, thank you so much as always to every single person who supports the channel, because we appreciate you more than you'll know. And we're going to be working on some big fun plans for the upcoming season. So I hope you have a good day. And till next time, have a great one. Come on, you guys.